Good morning, students. I am Rajni Kadam, PGTCS from KV number 1 Army Jodhpur. Today we will discuss about the database management system concept. Now, what will we learn today? So, we can discuss Unit 3rd of Computer Science Class 12, which contains the first topic, Database Management System, in which we will learn about the database management system concept, introduction to database concept and what is its needs, relational data model, concept of domain, relation, tuple, attribute, degree, and cardinality. So at first, we will introduce the DBMS concept. For this, we must know about the database. Database. What is database? Database is the group of interrelated data. In our real life, we can see the database of school which contains the interrelated data such as the data of students, data of teachers, data of result, data of fees, data of library, etc. So all these data are interrelated. These all are related to the school, and we can place all these data in a common database, namely school. So database is the group of interrelated data which is put together for the necessary action. And what is DBMS? DBMS is the database management system software that manages the group of databases. DBMS is the software which safely insert the data in the particular table or database. It creates the tables in the database. It insert, update, or delete the data in the tables, or it change the schema or design of the table or database table or the table structure, etc. in the database. In our daily life, we can see the use of databases in many fields, such as like in the ATM, bank, DTH, gas agency, in our schools, fees record, or in our library management, etc. Then what is the need of database concept? Database concept. It it is really very useful in various applications in our daily life, such as in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Hotmail, etc. Mobile phone and other portable devices also have the ability to store the and retrieve the data. Okay, we can see in our mobile phone also we can see the contact details. It is also the database which contains the contact detail, and it also contains the gallery which is also act as the database, etc, etc, etc. There are so many uses of database in our daily life. Okay, we can interact with the databases daily in our lives, like when we read our emails or post something like the something on the Facebook or Twitter or our mail ID, etc. So here are some applications of database. We can see the use of database in railway reservation system. In railway reservation system, you can see the use of database, such as the detail of trains are also put in the database of railway, and detail of customers also put in the database of railway, etc. In library management system, we can see the detail of books, detail of the students who take who receive these books or submit these books, etc. Or the detail of the staff, etc. In banking system, there are various applications of the DBMS. We can use the ATM in anywhere in our country, only because of the this database which is present all over in our country. Okay, in banking system, it contains the detail of customers or detail of employees or detail of accounts, etc. In education system, in education sector, such as in our school, we can see the use of data DBMS for storing the information of students, information of teachers, or detail of result or fees, etc. For Credit card transaction, it also contains the detail of transactions or detail of payment, etc. In social media sites, it also contains various details such as the contacts of the person and and the media such as multimedia such as the art gallery, etc. It all are present due to the DBMS. In telecommunication also contains the DBMS, which contains the detail of various customers and which is used to connect with each other. In finance, such as just like the banking sector, finance also contains the DBMS, which is used to proper transaction. In online shopping also, you can purchase all the things after making your own account, and it reaches to you. This is only because your database is present, you are also present in the database of online shopping. In human resource management, all the things of HRD are present in this. And also in manufacturing also, database is quite essential in our real life. Okay, now relational data model. Our next topic is relational data model. What is relational data model? Databases in the daily life can be represented in many methods. Like earlier, it was shown in the form of the network model, which in which the data are linked with randomly with each other. Okay. After that, the data is interrelated in the form of inverted tree, which is known as hierarchical model. So the network model and hierarchical model are outdated models. Nowadays, relational model is used. Relational model, in relational data model, data is stored in the form of tables. That is, data is stored in the form of rows and columns. In this model, the relationship of different tables are also shown in the form of the tables. The table itself is known as relation in this model. Hence, this model is known as relational data model. Okay. Now, what is RDBMS? R means relational. DBMS means database management system software. So, the DBMS software that manages the database of relational model type, it is known as RDBMS, relational database model. Several examples of RDBMS are MySQL, Microsoft Access, Oracle, PostgreSQL, etc. Now, it is a graphical representation of RDBMS. I have already told you that RDBMS, Relational Database Management System software. Okay. In relational database model, data is represented in the form of table, that is in the form of rows and columns. You can see here is a table which contains the detail of items, and here is the table which contains the detail of customers purchased item. So here is the table which represents purchase detail. Okay. So we can see that this table which contains the detail of item is in the form of all the data in this table is in the form of tabular form, rows and columns. Columns are item ID, order ID, item, amount, etc. And rows are this is the first row which contains the information of chair. This is the second row which contains the information of table, and this one is the third row which contains the information of lamp. Okay. So here the items are represented in tabular form, that is in the relational form. Here also the items, the detail of customers are represented in the tabular form. We can see the 3 columns, customer ID, name and email, and 3 rows of the customers. Okay. So we can see there are the data of 2 tables in the form of tables relations, and the relationship between these 2 tables is also in the form of table. Okay, so we can say that the purchase relationship, purchase, customer purchased item. So this relationship is purchase relationship. Purchase relationship is also shown in the form of the rows and columns. Okay, so this is also in the form of table or relation. This representation, in this relation, in this purchase table, one column is taken from the this item table and the another column is taken from the customer table. Okay, so it contains the columns of both these tables and his own data also. Okay, so we can say that this is the graphical representation of relational model, in which the data is represented in the relation or in the form of table, and their relationship is also is in the form of a table. So this is a RDBMS concept. Now the advantages and disadvantages of using relational model. There are several advantages of RDBMS relational model. There are several advantages. First one is the simplicity. As we have seen earlier, in relational model, data is in the form of table only, and it is not in the form of hierarchical or network model. So it is in the form of it is quite simpler than the hierarchical and network model. Now, next one, structural independence. The relational database is only concerned with the data and not with the structure. It is only related with the data. This can improve the performance of the model. Okay. Next one, it is easy to use. Now we can see that we can easily insert the rows or columns or the data in the table in the tabular form. So it is quite easy to use. Next one, query capability. We can use the queries in very simpler form in the just like in the high level language in the form of the simple one line commands. Okay, we can see what is SQL and how can we provide queries to perform the simple task. Okay, so it is capability. It is quite simpler in the query form. Next is data independence. It is this structure of the database can be changed without having the change in any application. We don't have to change the data and we can change the structure. We will see in our next coming topic. Now this one, scalable. Scalable means we can enlarge or enhance its usability. That is, we can increase the number of records. We can insert several records or several rows or several columns in the tables, etc. Now there are some disadvantages also in relational model. For example, there are three disadvantages. First one is a few relational models have the limits on the field length which cannot be exceeded. Okay. Next one is the relational database can sometimes become complex as the amount of data grows. Suppose we have a large number of data, then it is quite complex. Okay. Next is complex relational database system may lead to the isolated database where the information cannot be shared from the system from one system to another. Now the concept of domain, relation, tuple, attribute, degree and cardinality. There are several terms which we will learn again and again in our RDBMS system. First one is domain. Domain. The term domain refers to the current set of values found under the attribute name. Okay. It is the range of values under a column. So, in a simpler language, we can say that domain is the range or pool of values from which we can put the value in a particular column. We will see in the next slide. Next one is the relation. Relation is the I have already discussed with you. The relation is two-dimensional table, and information is arranged in the form of rows and tables. Tuple. Tuple is the simpler name of row. Attribute. Column in a table or relation is known as attribute. Now degree. Total numbers of columns in a table is known as degree. Cardinality, total number of rows in a table is known as cardinality. So we have learned about domain. Domain means pool of values or range of values. I am giving you the just one example of domain. Suppose you there are 10 students in your class. Okay. So the roll number will be start from roll number 1 and it will end on roll number 10. So the domain for the roll number column in your class is from 1 to 10. No other roll number will be taken outside from this range. Okay, so we can say that this is the domain of this column roll number. And relation, if your class teacher is making a table of you all students, then the table contains the roll number, name, father's name, and mother's name, your address, etc. Then the table will contain all the information of all the students. This is known as relation. Collection of rows and columns. Okay. Tuple, the information of only your in that table. Only your information in that table is known as tuple. Attribute, your the name of all the students or roll number of all the students, that is columns. Column in a relation is known as attribute. Roll number attribute or name attribute, etc. Degree, total number of columns in a table. If the table contains your name, roll number, father's name, mother's name, and address, then 5 columns are present there, then the degree will be 5. Cardinality, total number of rows in a table is known as cardinality. If your class contains 10 students, then the cardinality of that table will be 10, because only the information of only 10 students is there. Then total rows are 10. Then cardinality also 10. This is the graphical representation of relation. Okay. This one is the table. You can see this is the table property for rent. This is table, name of table, and it is also known as name of relation, property for rent. Here are 6 columns. First one is a property number, second is address, third is type, fourth is room, fifth rent, and sixth is owner's number. Okay. Then these are property number or address or type or room or rent or owner number. All these are known as attributes. This one PA14 16 hall head, house 6 650 C046. This one is first tuple. This one is second tuple, third tuple, fourth tuple. Okay. These, suppose these are 75 rows, then these are 75 tuples. Okay. All 75 different tuples. And the cardinality will be 75 because there are 75 total rows. Cardinality will be 75. And this one is this is first tuple, then second tuple, third tuple, and so on. Okay. This, how many total columns are there? Here are 6 columns. Then the degree is 6. Total degree is 6. And what is domain? You can see the domain is integer 1 to 100. Suppose there are 100 rooms for rent, then the domain will be from 1 to 100. The value of these rooms must be between 1 to 100 and not out of this range. Okay. And here the domain will be currency. Okay, what is the domain? This is currency. So this is a relational example. Now questions regarding the presentation. First one is, what do you mean by DBMS? Explain the role of DBMS in our real life. Define the following terms. First is relation, tuple, attribute. Next is a database table contains 10 rows and 5 columns. What will be the degree and cardinality of that table? Next is, what is the name of this table? Here is the relation student, and what is the name of this table? What is the cardinality of this relation? What is the degree of this relation? What is the domain of roll number? Okay, students, I hope you have understand the basic concept of DBMS. That's what for today's only. Okay, have a nice day.